Once upon a time, there was a demon. His name was Mahishasura. This demon was different than all the other demons. He was more brutal. He was crueler. There was more hatred and rage inside of him than in any other demon. Mahishasura started a fight with Indra, the king of the gods. And this fight, as you can imagine, lasted a long time, 100 years. But finally, Mahishasura won. And then he did something strange. He, the winner of this long-lasting fight, went into a cave to meditate. Mahishasura sat down, closed his eyes, and his breath became very, very slow. The gods were surprised. What was he doing? He, this demon, this creature full of hatred, was doing the same thing that they were doing. He meditated. Mahishasura stayed many, many years in the cave and meditated. The gods, they started thinking maybe he has changed. And when Mahishasura, after many years, crawled out of the cave, Shiva approached him. He gave him his blessing and a great reward. Mahishasura, no god and no man will ever be able to kill you. When Mahishasura received this gift, he grinned. And he thought to himself, now I am eternal. Well, it showed that the meditation hadn't made him become a better creature, a better demon. No. Mahishasura was more brutal and more cruel than ever before. With his sword, he sliced open the throats of thousands, of millions of creatures, of humans, of animals. And he was making his way towards the gods. When Brahma saw that no one could stop Mahishasura, he called for Shiva and Vishnu. This Mahishasura is coming closer and closer. He's killing everyone. What can we do? Well, the good thing is they didn't blame Shiva for having given Mahishasura this gift. Something I think we humans would have done. We would have searched for the one to blame. The gods didn't do that. They started searching for a solution. The intensity of their thinking made their heads become red. And suddenly there were lights around their heads, beams of lights that were dancing around. And at some point, these lights started their own life. They traveled through the space and met in one point. It was like an explosion. The gods had to close their eyes. When the gods opened their eyes again, they saw her, Durga, the goddess, powerful, beaming, her feet bending the earth, her head touching the skies. A strong, loud laugh came out of her mouth. The gods approached her carefully, slowly, and each of them gave her a weapon. All these weapons Durga could handle easily because she had 10 arms. From Himalaya, she got a tiger. Durga sat on this tiger, the tiger between her legs, and she approached the king of the demons, Mahishasura. The seas were boiling next to her. The universe was shaking as she came closer and closer. Mahishasura saw her approaching from far away. A woman on a tiger? What could she do to me? Nothing. But then he had to watch how she, when she approached his army, how she started grinning. How she, centered in herself, connected to her power and her rage, how she started fighting. With her sword, she chopped off all the heads of the demons that fought for him. And within some seconds, his whole army of fighters wasn't there anymore. Mahishasura, come here, fight with me. Mahishasura turned himself into a buffalo, and with his horn, he wanted to stab her. But Durga, riding her tiger, only laughed loud at him. So he turned himself into a lion, then into a man. But he couldn't escape the 10 arms of Durga. Finally, he turned himself into a buffalo again. He galloped towards her with his horns, but she awaited him with her sword. She chopped off his head and sliced open his body. Mahishasura was dead. And Durga, she laughed out loud and rode with the tiger between her legs away.